What up, everybody? 4 super important tips for the AtomRC Thresher to get it flying well. It kind of flies like a pig out of the box, in my opinion. I'm going to talk about the CG, rudder servo, battery mounting, and propellers. By far most importantly is the CG. So the CG marks on the wing, on the other side, are too far back. Other people are discovering this as well, and it's too tail heavy if you balance it perfectly on those. So I found that if I move it further forward and I balance it with my fingers right on the tip of that ESC box, it flies so much better. Launches are better, landing is better. If you fly it on the further back, I was having really bad like stall characteristics. Landings were terrible, launches were terrible. So moving the CG further forward so it balances on that point will make this plane fly so much better. Another thing that I ran into is the rudder servo. I love that there's a rudder on this wing, but the rudder servo died on me. It like stripped out and it's dead. And I think it's because I was asking too much of it. And I had it on the stock settings, the stock setup. And I had it on iNav, just full rudder control. And I think it was just pushing too hard. I did not have differential thrust on. And so I don't really know. Maybe the servo was bad. If it was me and I had just gotten this wing, I would either turn down the rudder control from this a little bit in iNav, or I would switch it to a lower leverage point on the servo arm. So my servo burnt out, so try to avoid that for yours. Maybe turn on some differential thrust as well. I haven't experimented with that yet, though. Next is, super importantly, the battery mounting solution is nice and lightweight. It comes with this strap, which works well, but it's not grippy enough. And I found a couple times I tried to launch, the battery just slid. I'm using a 4S 18650 3000 milliamp hour Li-ion battery in here, which I love, but it would slide out of the battery strap, and then you'd have the CG perfectly, and then it would slide out, and then it would fly like awful. So I have just been using a piece of tape, so I strap it in and then I tape it down, and that works really well. And then finally, this is not required, but the props that came with it, I think it comes with 5-inch props, Gym Fan 5026s, and I have tried some Gym Fan 6026s, and I like it a lot better. You get more efficiency and you get more launch power, which I love. I was able to fly for 21 minutes, 14 miles on a 4S 18650